Hi folks, welcome again to the World Cup for the last time tonight. So we have this Martell mirror game coming up. It's game 5 of the round for us, Slovenia against Spain, and it's tied at the moment, 2 wins apiece. And yes, this could be an interesting one. So Martell Braavos is the one that was strong at Stalek. Made, I think, top 16, something like that. Made the cut anyway. It's the only one, I think, with Ghost Here Elite that made it that far. Has some annoying removal stuff and icon control. And Martell Qohor, of course, is something a bit different. Also icon control, but yeah, has the Sword of the Morning, Seal of the Hand stuff to dominate challenges. So I wonder who will get the better of this one. We have already Dorn on setup, which is really good for Sergio here. Keep him in cards all game basically. We have some charts which, to be fair, are now not the worst thing that Gaston Grey is there. That it could be an annoying location if you get a big like Anders or Viper with the attachments. So, ooh, and D'Artagnan's getting killed unless we drew a dupe. That's pretty rough actually. We have one shot at removing that Gaston Grey, which is the Smith turn, and of course we had Matkins command, so if that stays then some of the econ has to go. I think we might have to play that early in this matchup. But we don't have any seized, and it have to bestow a lot anyway to hold you for most of the game. So I think we're gonna have to eat Gaston Grey at some point, I guess. Maybe try to get Matkins command before we play You Win or You Die, or just get it triggered before You Win or You Die, because we don't want our big going back to hand or something. Assume there's no dupe for Tayan. What do we have though? Doran. 4 gold. 4 gold is maybe for the warship if a challenge is won, or it could be for Dornish Spy coming. Bodyguard's good, but he can't go into a challenge because he goes to hand and we don't have the econ to repopulate easily. We'd have to get some, and we spend the King's Road, which is not ideal. Guessing something else is coming since we did spend that King's Road. By the way, there is King's Landing in the Braavos deck, so if he finds that, then that Gaston Grey can keep coming back. So we have to break that apart, I think. Play that Matkins command, get stuff off the board. And yeah, Shadow City Bastard can of course sack itself, get Venomous Blade back. Got a little bit of pressure there, but there's no military icon at the moment, so is there gonna be a Dornish Spy? And we have the Asset Raider, that's the best character we could possibly have. If we keep it in the dead pile rather than the discard pile, that would be ideal. One attachment to work with only though. Can get military with Gullian taking the icon after Dornish Spy is declared. Yeah. We have to eat this as well. I mean, we could fizzle this instead, since military does put Desert Raider in the dead pile. we are gonna do it, okay. Yeah, we have 6 gold plots to follow, so they will give us 8 gold, and if it reduces till that 9 gold, so it is enough to replay a Doran one time. And this one I think we just eat now, right? And then take the icons. I'm guessing give Gulian the intrigue icon or something, or maybe an additional power icon so that he can get hit with the spy. Now what's gonna happen after claim? Ugh, King's Landing, okay. That's the worst card we could have possibly got there, okay. I think there's one copy in the deck. No, that's really super repeatable Gaston. And we don't do anything, we're gonna keep our characters in play. Yeah, if we Matkins command now, I mean Gaston might go, but Dorn's gonna be there, can't attack the hand very well. Venomous Blades back, it can be played on Gulian as well. I think that's also, I'm not sure how many there are, but that's surprisingly annoying from the start, killing Tyann and Gulian. Not sure how to deal with that really. Going first into Late Summer Feast. There is nothing to block that Gaston Grey really. No Nightmare Cider in the deck. Second bodyguard, but still can't go into the challenge. Can only do his stuff on defense.
Okay, I mean, it has to be said, right? We really should have kept that seized by the guard, right?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it's one in the deck. You win one challenge. You have to invest a lot so that it stays on that Gaston Grey. I mean, which is one copy in the deck. It's unfortunate that's in play on setup. What can we do? But okay, we might not attack into it, and then if we Matkins command next, some locations have to go. He's not gonna lose Dorn, and he has to keep some econ, right? So at least that combo will be broken apart. But that means we cannot attack into Gaston Grey on any challenge. Otherwise, it will even return the reducer just to be in the discard pile, I think. Okay, could be Ariane Martell lurking about. And that's Gulian gone. Can't be stopped. I mean, how many of these are in the deck? Can you check? Because if there's one Blade and one Gaston, that's I mean, there has to be one Gaston, right? Because of the agenda. It has to be one Dorn. Gold for a Dornish spy again.
Yeah, there's one blade. I mean, it's always one blade and they always have it. I mean,
And
it is the most
in this
annoying.
matchup, I mean, okay, in Stark it kills Dicey, whatever, and then you summer, or it's annoying, but in this matchup,
It's
it kills
fine
Tayan
the
and
words to
Gullion.
start. Don't add the
Yeah,
blade.
we have 3 copies of Gullion and Tayan, and no close call, and Venom's Blade killed them both
I know.
immediately. I mean, we cannot have a deck that is more destroyed by Venom's Blade than this.
It is the worst in general.
Okay, so we're gonna just do the Desert Raider if military is done. So I'm guessing Intrigue will be done instead. Do we bring it? Do we bring it in? I had a game the other day where I left it in the dead pile for a while. Bringing it in to not get power, but it is a late summer feast round, so I don't necessarily. I think that losing challenges here is that bad. And yeah, we're gonna actually take all the icons now. What's the ship? There's no ship, there's Starfall. Okay, but again, I'm sure we Mad King's Command now, right? And there's no more econ plot for Sergio, and see what he keeps for econ. Can't believe we lost Tayan and Gullion immediately. Hmm. Still, we can't attack until that's gone. I think we should have played Matkins Command first and then have this plot and the Smith, right? If Gaston Grey was still there. I think there's a choosing the spear, but generally we should be decent with that Desert Raider. Do we have something else? We set up some econ, so we could take a Gaston, but not while King's Landing's still there. Okay. Yeah, but now, would be better to have that Desert Raider in the dead pile, because if it goes for Matkins Command, it's not great. We have to get it killed again, I think. Have a good board if we could just get rid of Gaston. No 3-cost attachment though. And Sergio now marshals Starfall. Well, that's some investment that's gonna go. Has this Dark Star, so he takes icons. I don't think we care that much. We're gonna lose the card probably. The worst we can do is lose a power challenge, which honestly I don't think we even will, and military doesn't matter. It's 2 claim, but okay, if it turns into 3 claim, then it will matter a little bit, to be fair. think we're gonna pass. We could do power with Desert Raider. Desert Scavenger. But Gaston could trigger randomly. Although then it has to... Yeah, no. You can keep King's Landing and you keep it into the discard pile, right? Before Mad King's Command. I think passing's still the way to go. Slightly surprising to even bother with this because Doran can't go into a challenge. Has 3 attachments on him. We're gonna do this anyway. It's a Doran trigger, but it is a challenge and Qohor does exist, so... If we trade for a Sword of the Morning, we could even fizzle challenges in a way that we lose them and nothing happens. Does he, Gaston? He should. He doesn't. Any Qohor? Sword of the Morning. Pull everyone into military. And then you take Desert Scavenger's icon and it's the end of the round. The only problem is Desert Raider is in play instead of dead. Yeah. Actually not that easy to lose with Sword of the Morning. Could do Intrigue, but I would advise against it. Maybe we're not gonna Mad King's Command. Because it could be into some kind of you win or you die and it's dangerous then. Or into the Harris, more realistic. But then if you want to do challenges you have to smith. Thinking about the trigger, I think. Okay. Do we then just keep doing this? Go first, pull characters into a losing challenge and then pick up the pieces with Clitus and whatever else that's small. That could work. I mean, we are ahead and we stay ahead, but I don't know for how long. Milk? Did we have a milk somewhere? What are we doing now? Don't have a second bodyguard. Could go with Vulture King, but okay, we go with Candle. Just goes on Doran. There's some stuff in Shadows that's annoying, of course, but if there's an Ariane Martell, you have to milk her. She has too many triggers. Not at the moment, but in general. 6-1. Not going horribly. Starfall there, though. Could be blocking Anders next round. Do we Smith and try to grab a few more power now? We can kneel everything. We can kneel Gaston, we can kneel Starfall. Yep, okay. I actually now got Sergio to 0 cards in hand after this round, while 1 card because of the reserve boost. And we still have Matkins command to play out. And we have Claim Soak, which we will keep now. Yeah, marshalling stuff into Shadows is best he can do this round, and it's unfortunate. He has 6 gold, which is enough for a Ghost Hill Elite. Didn't marshal Gaston. You have to remember to kneel Starfall though. Could kneel King's Landing as well. I mean, we should. The others don't matter that much. You know, in the open deck lists, if there's something that needs locations for some effect. Card in Shadows is presumably Tristane. It is you win or you die, so Tristane randomly returning something to hand is not fun for Sergio here. And we marshal everything. Ah, this now works. And there's no Gaston, if he survives. Could have used their water gardens really, but okay. Could be. Yeah, Blood Orange Grow on Clitus, and then okay. So no Ghost Hill Elite after her because it's too costly. She takes 1 icon with this, which we can cancel by kneeling Doran. He won't stand again. Or we just leave it. We do cancel. But then she can trigger again and we're kind of out of characters, are we not? Can you cheat Ghost Kid Elite in? I mean, he's double bodyguarded. Oh, pinch! He's pinch, I think. But she can't get past Anders. Easy to overlook, but I think that's what might have happened here. Is there something else that can come out of shadows to take his icon? I mean, pinch can.
Can we start the little one and...
I would not necessarily allow this because
Yeah.
okay, not sure now. That's the wrong thing. I have to cancel challenge, but if it's one of those situations where you think you can stealth something but really you can't, that's a misplay, right? But yeah, not sure what the plan is really. Yeah, you can use cancel challenge, but okay. Okay, so just going to let the challenge resolve. Okay, so what is the plan really then? Can pinch on intrigue and then this do the 2 claim. Oh, he wants to, I don't know what he wants to do. He can't manipulate Anders' icon, right? And there's no choosing the spear blade yet. So Desert Ladder is going to the dead pile where he belongs, along with that reducer. I think that's okay for us. Yeah. Could take bodyguard, but I wouldn't. Especially with reducer dying to every venomous blade trigger. Unless you're thinking about the Harris, but I mean it's Anders, Klitus and reducer, or it's Duran and Klitus realistically. Gonna concede some price here. Or we could be thinking about doing as much damage back as we could, and we need the standing characters, of course, but probably not. There's losing the power icon, so it seems unlikely now that there will be a power challenge. Could be some annoying ship coming though. Keep saying ship, and he's taken non-ships twice, but I think there are ships in the deck. Princess Pass, yeah. Okay, so that's all going in the discard pile with King's Landing there available. Now if the shadow card doesn't come out, I don't think we're gonna suffer too much. But if that shadow card is pinch and then Rihanna does intrigue, then that's not fun. On the other hand, if she does another challenge and we take another icon, then Tristane can return her to hand. Oh, and Doran can remove her from the challenge anyway. But he won't, because we want to lose, I think. The only thing is, if we want to milk her, then she has to stay in play. Anders has renown now, and he can do 2 challenges. Can't get past Gaston Grey afterwards, but he can do that. So I think power first and do a bit of intimidate. Or pull stuff into military, but I don't think so. Just has to remember here that he doesn't need on the first one, so can do intrigue first. Okay. Pulling these 2 in. But now Desert Raider is going to the dead pile. We're getting rid of it. Okay. Spending all of our resources to do that, but we still have Matkins command to get to a 3-on-3, and we have a Uvinary die actually, but I don't know. What can we trade to milk Ariana here? Wouldn't trade Blood Royal now that he has renown. Well, maybe on the last one, right? On the intrigue. Venomous Blade. Yeah. That's in the deck. We can't bodyguard him though, but playing Morgulis with after you win or die with that reserve is gonna be rough, but he does have the econ. If he is happy to count on the top decking. Back to Seal. Yeah. We're getting up to 13. Although I think play may have been to go into Sword of the Morning. But yeah, maybe
You know,
he can lose all
that
his
would be
icons.
really nice
Hmm.
if we found that Isle of Ravens to put fucking Gaston Grey away.
Huh, yeah, that would be nice. Do we win or you die? Because we could squeeze 2 power from that plot, right?
If he doesn't Murgulis,
Yeah,
sure.
if he Morgulises, that's what I'm thinking, because then we need some stuff to be able to play out. I mean, Blood Royal and Seal can go on the run. But if you win or you die and round fizzles and then he Morgulises, then that's not as fun. Matkin's command is getting rid of some locations, but we don't want the 3-on-3 now with icon control on his side and no claim sock, although he's done with the 2 claimers. But I don't know. Rihanna is not milked. She can do damage. I think maybe the play was to milk her. So Desert Raider is gone. It's in the discard pile.
He had 2 other Arianas in hand.
Yeah. And that Princess plan that he found also gone.
Last card must be pretty good.
I think we have to play a winner die surely. He can never. I mean, he has to. If he do Harris's, he gets rid of our Desert Raider potentially. I think we might wish that we had still that Tristane there. Mm-hmm. Go first or go second? I think go first, because we put pressure on and there's potential of a pinch, although I think that's not pinch because it would have been triggered.
So we're now keeping, I suppose, Anders, right? Trying to do damage with him.
Anders and Desert
We
Raider.
can, yeah, and we can bodyguard him and we can put probably candle on something more convenient like Desert Raider.
But what if Sergio now finds Ghost Hill Elite? Then Anders is
But
gone
that,
before we get a chance. That would be dreadful. Should
yeah,
have gone
but
first here, I think.
depends, I guess, what he has to take icon.
But it's only 8 gold.
Yeah, that's why I mean, like, if he doesn't have something convenient in Shadow, it might not even work out.
Only 6 gold now.
But there's gonna be Gaston Grey, so
But
yeah.
Anders can be stealthed and he has renown on defense. If she was milk, this is all completely dead cards, but I mean, still we have Candle, which now can go on Desert Raider, I think.
Mhm.
And then there's still the question of...
Going first and hoping for that Isle of Ravens. You know.
Yeah. There's still the question of coming back from 13-3, even if now it starts going against us, which it might after we discard for reserve with 16 minutes. But if it's empty boards, then those rounds go quickly. Please use reducers. Why? Why? I don't get why.
Yeah.
And do we not have an attachment? No, I guess not. I mean, if you now fail to get to 15 because of the dominance, no more Duran to give icons, so and we can't Anders can't attack, so But the Desert Raiders can, and it's a 2-clan plot. You know, we might not win dominance because of that. And we have Mad King's Command left. I think we can just cancel this. Or is it gonna? It's gonna target the one with Candle anyway, right? Do we cancel Rihanna? But it's gonna kneel the one that's supposed to kneel. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna take its icon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have Dohaeris and Mad King's Command. We're gonna lose all of these locations that we put down there.
You absolutely cannot attack now into Gaston Grey.
Please, no pinch. Does that go still elite? I mean, he's well bodyguarded, Tara guy.
I mean, it doesn't even work. I mean, it can kill Desert Raider for what's it's worth, but okay.
It's gonna lose him for the Harris now if we do that. Okay, but no military surely. That would be game losing. Still gonna win dominance. If Anders did military to kill, I mean, it kills them for what it's worth.
I mean, it kills them, but he goes to hand and then everything is discarded for reserve.
Yes, that is correct.
So let's not do that.
But it's unopposed with, okay, we don't get to renown, but we get to dominance, we lose 2 power now.
No, come on, let's pass.
But look at the round, I mean, it went now to 7, so
I
we
think
don't win dominance. That's so unbelievable that we didn't win dominance here. That was so poor.
The problem, I think,
get
we should
not
have
using
flipped
reducers.
around in retrospect. Seems like it would be better, right?
Yeah.
It was doing a lot of work.
Okay, so now what? Dohaeris or Dornish
Look
Spy
at
still there? Okay, but Dornish Spy is gonna come in and annoy us again. And we go second again. Which, to be fair, now we have Desert Raider there. Had Candle on Anders, he can stand with Seal. Slightly better. 6 gold to work with this time. Dornish Spy already cost 4 by himself, so. Last Bloods Morgulis, by the way. We still have 2 bodyguards on Anders. For now. Maybe we're gonna lose some attachments to Mad King's Command. If we were on 13, we threaten a win. I don't know why we marshaled so many cards without using reducers for them. Blade on this guy. Well, this guy goes to the dead pile, where he is very nice. We can marshal other stuff if we have it, but okay. And that means not much will come out now because the gold's been spent unless he has another one of these. It's not necessarily the worst thing, unless we don't marshal a character now. And a lot of our stuff is dead, but a lot is still alive. How about a Viper? Oof, okay. How about we use that now, before we go to the challenges phase? Okay, no more of those locations that suck for us. We could do something on our side.
What are we using it on?
Let's see. This round we might, I think we'll keep the river gate and trigger it. Our last plot is the Harris. Milk we shuffle back, okay. So which attachments are we keeping? I think both bodyguards we have to keep. Unless we trade Blood Royal for bodyguard if you can do a challenge, but it's a big if against that Starfall. If Sergio doesn't keep any econ, his Morgulis round's gonna be rough.
They're barely making. Oh, it's like option still 8 minutes ahead, but it's closer to the end.
I have the Harris and I feel like we really with the Esther traders in play especially, we can go first and just have Morgulis trigger first. We'll have card disadvantage though unless we trigger Rivergate.
I mean, Desert Raider doesn't give us price, you know.
No, but it goes back to that pile.
Okay.
It's a constant source of character with icon control. Dorn, Gates of the Moon and Starfall, so he's living on 1 Gates of the Moon, so we have 4 gold on Morgulis. Does he have a card to come out of Shadows?
Should keep Isle of Ravens, I think. Oh, but he's not a trigger Gaston, is he?
No.
I mean, if we could get back to the Smith round, I guess. I don't know.
We lose 1 bodyguard. That's so risky. Let's have kept both personally. We don't need that Blood Royal because he's not gonna win a challenge on defense. Against stealth and icon control, I think. But now he... okay. If that's last card's pinch, I keep saying that, but... although we can replay him, you know, on the Morgulis turn, and Martell's kind of screwed.
Both Martell, so.
Yeah. Well. They're quite slow though, so I don't think we'll get past the Morgulis round where we could potentially... I mean, both would play a win or a die, so maybe it's better that we don't. I think we have more chance of staying ahead. And what is our last plot, Harris? Okay, so this will bring the asset trader back to take himself a power icon, surely. Can Sergio take it? If he finds King's Landing, Dromond or something, Merchanter, that's Shadow 1, right? So he can take it. And he gives him more econ for next round. So that's worked out okay for him. Unfortunately. Does he want to do a challenge though? Because I suspect we might trigger Rivergate if he does. May as well bring it out now. I mean, Rian is gone. And it gives you econ and you need to block power. Yeah. Not gonna do military, but we will do it. He could leave it to get Dorn, but that gives us a power. And we still win dominance. Come on. Trigger the gate if he defends. Does not, okay. I don't think there's a... Can we stick Blood Royal on the desert? I think it gets us to 14. I don't know if that goes on anything. I'm guessing it doesn't. We have a Qohor window, but again, don't think it matters. We can just keep what we have, right? Or do we want to go for Sword of the Morning? Or maybe the Candleback? I don't think there's anything. Let's just pass and go another round. I mean, we win if we stall it here, but there's no, cannot stall a minute, so... The question is, do we have a Qohor option before we go into that next round? Okay. What does Seal go for? Come on. This is... time's running out, yeah. But that's not enough, so what was the point? That's still only 14, right? Can we win? Do we want that attachment to be in rotation instead of Sword of the Morning or... Oh, do we put it back when Ariane is killed from the dead pile? I guess we do. Have to trigger Morgulis first. Yeah. And then it goes back, right? No? Why does that not go back? Oh, it goes to hand. It's not terminal. Ugh. What was the point then? Five gold to work with for Sergio. We have gold for everything, but question is, do we have the cards? We denied our gate and trigger Dorn, so something's coming anyway. Viper, that's pretty good. Does he take his skull, or do we have another character? I feel like another character would be even better. Skull goes on Anders. Oh, and Candle, okay. I think Seal was still better, especially if character was gonna have a Candle. Yeah. Dornish Spy is still there, right? And Starfall. But now has to stop everything. And there's no Desert Raider in the Braavos dead pile, only in ours. We've lost a few of these on the verge of winning because opponents had counterplay. Is this another one of those, or do we have a chance here? Dornish Spy costs 4, so not much else you can do if that's the plan. Starfall and
I
Dornish Spy
realized
are okay,
I
but
realized it was muted for so long. I had so many insightful commentaries.
not sure why.
Yeah, because I don't want to make noises. I was gonna say we were on 14 previous round and we didn't take dominance at one time, but we could just use reducers and we would get it. So
Yeah.
if we lose from that, but I don't know. It looks kind of like it's one now. It's 2 renounce, and I don't think you have enough icon control to take all of it. You have gold for enough for. Ooh, okay, that's actually maybe I spoke too soon.
I mean, he removes himself from the board though. He's not winning the
Yeah,
game,
but
and there's
you have another.
no spy now, and no
You
Gaston.
have a. Oh, you don't have enough for the spy. Yeah, okay, okay, I see.
I don't know what the card in shadows is. Yeah, doesn't have it. Oof, that was. I mean, honestly, at the start, right, with the Gaston rotation and Venomous Blade killing everything, that was. That didn't look so good. But deck's solid. Comes through. I mean, he half conceded. Let's not lose now. But yeah. Anders doing a challenge is over. If Gaston Grey is not in play, he's not gonna magically appear. You can Dawn.
There's something in shadow, but I don't know what.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing. Cool.
Yeah. Wanted to show us that he didn't have anything. He can trigger Dorn. He doesn't. Cool. So Skull does actually win the game now, because otherwise he didn't have.
I mean, but it could have gone directly on Anders, right?
What do you mean? Oh, last round. Yeah. It could have gone another. Could have, of course, also whatever we had could have been traded for the skull anyway. So, or we win dominance, and it's the same thing. Okay. So we are ahead now, 3-2. It's close. It's a close round. Let's see if stuff is reported here, Slovenia. So these three we won, the first three, and one we lost, and the right downs lost. So yeah, it's 3-2. What are the matchups? So you play against Tyrell, Star
Yeah.
Crossing against Tyrell, something Reigns, I think. And then Peter's game is Knights of Valyrian Steel against what? And then we have Greyjoy Winter left against some mystery. Which factions haven't we played against yet?
We have Greyjoy Winter against Star Crossing against Tyrell, Reigns, and we have Night's Watch versus
Bara we haven't played yet, surely.
oh, Bara. They have Night's Watch against Bara. Is that really bad?
Which Bara though?
Lion.
Ah, the shadow shit. Okay, yeah, that's
You didn't have to call it shit
uh
before we even play.
yeah, I don't know. I think is it like Dromons everywhere and stuff to get rid of our seasoned
Yeah,
woodsmen
I
and
think
stuff
the
like that?
econ is a bit questionable, by the way.
That could be questionable. Star Crossing beats Greyjoy Winter every time, but we have first snow, so
Also, they have some more expensive cards in Stark Crossing and some worse econ, I think, from when we look at it,
but we
right?
don't have strained reserves on the other hand, so
Yeah.
that's a killer for crossing decks, especially after first snow. And your game is yeah, okay. We've had that a few times. So Terrell is also pretty rushy, so um, that
It's a
could
weird,
go either way.
weird. It's not the standard Taylor wins.
Slight advantage to Stark, but we played one test game and I didn't know what I was doing, and I still got surprisingly big amount of power. So I'm guessing it's not gonna be
And to be
easy.
fair, I also fucked up one a bit in the game. This game.
Yeah. So that's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed all the games. By the way, we had I didn't say so my win also was in the middle that we didn't record was an illegal deck loaded from Spain, which was a rough way to lose. It was around two Morgulis, which I did not play around because it was not in the deck. But actually, around two Morgulis when I had us already King's Landing and 12 cards in hand, I figured I probably was okay in that game, but it was still super early in the game. So and we didn't record. Oh, everything else I think we did record actually. Katya's game yesterday we didn't record. It was super close. I actually did record it, but not with commentary, and absolutely no time to go back to previous games. So we have what we have.
Yeah, it was also, I think, a little bit of a missed opportunity, but I wasn't watching very carefully because I was half asleep.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Bye bye.